Again, not a lot at Geiranger itself. In fact, I seem to remember being told that there's only about 200 people live there. But at this time of the year, absolutely packed with tourists. Not surprising. We had a taxi ride up behind the hotel to Vleudelsjuwet Abyss. Vleudelsjuwet. And there's a rock jutting out over a 200-metre drop. There it is, just to the right. And you can see a little bit of a fence there, just to make it safe, I suppose. Look at the smoke from the liner. It hung in a layer all day. So, there we are, intrepid explorers. We went and stood on the edge of the precipice. Taxi driver to take us round the other side of the fjord so we could look back at where the hotel was, so that because it was the only way we could get a photograph of the waterfall coming down outside our bedroom window. So there you can see the great waterfall behind the hotel, and right in the middle there is our hotel. That's better, with the waterfall behind it, in front of it as well. Up there is the Eagle Road where we went next day. Eagle Road, and looking down on the fjord and looking down on the Seven Sisters, down to Geiranger, and you can see the waterfall outside our hotel. Service bus that we were on stopped on a hairpin bend in the middle of the road so that we could get out and take our pictures. After crossing the Eidsalf ferry to Linge, we got on another coach to Andalsnes, and we went up Meierdalen, a wonderful mountain and snow scenery at the top, and it's called the Troll's Path, the road down from the top. But again, at the top there the bus stopped and we got out and took pictures in the snow. In our country we make cairns at the top of mountains, but up here at the side of the road, this Troll's Path road, we've got little piles of stones everywhere. Little cairn. Ah, look at them all. Magic. Down this Troll's Path road. So this is just a photograph from the window. We're already part way down, and I'm just looking out from the window and taking this photograph of the road going down. And halfway down you can see where it crosses this huge waterfall called Stig Falls. Just through the window as we pass by the Stig Falls. Spray everywhere. This road and the Eagle Road and the Troll's Path, I'm told, are only open during the summer months. Again, the coach stopped for us to take photographs of the Stig Falls. He stopped in a place where it said no parking and managed to bump the bus as he was doing it. He was a very obliging driver, except that most of the people on the coach were getting worried because we were supposed to catch a train at Andalsnes, and it was getting later and later, and we didn't think we were going to catch the train. Another stop for a picture, looking back. Halfway up there you can see the bridge that we came across over the Stig Falls. That's where he stopped, up there. After the train, there wasn't a train. Don't know what happened to it, we were never told. But we got a bus, and eventually we got a train, and eventually we arrived at Lillehammer. And at Lillehammer the weather wasn't so good, and we went in the rain, and not very nice day at all, to the Olympic site. So this is outside Harkins Hall. Greeted by this statue called Three Men Moving, or something of the sort. Three moving men. Greetings. Which was the ice hockey stadium. There's the Olympic egg that they used in the 1994 Olympics in the opening ceremony, when all the doves came out. The side of the egg is the climbing wall. Trudged up in the rain behind Harkins Hall. Fairly steep, steeper than it is in the steeper than it shows in the photograph. Harkins Hall, like an upturned Viking ship. Anyhow, Barbara had enough of going uphill there and went back and sat down in the cafe in Harkins Hall, whilst I went up to the Olympic ski jumps, looking down at the running track, athletics stadium. Right at the bottom of the ski jump, there's the site of the Olympic flag. You can see the cloud and mist and rain, terrible day. Soaking I was, even the things inside my rucksack were soaked. There were some skiers practicing, although there was no snow. They were skiing on the dry ski slope. It is, I think it must be very brave, coming down in the cloud, and taking off in the cloud and jumping down where they can't see. So, instead of taking a chairlift, which I'm rather worried about chairlifts because they don't stop for me to get on and off. They will do if you ask, but it's not the general idea. So I trudged up the side of the ski jump to the top of it. So here I am at the top with one of the young fellas about to, well, he's started on his run down. There's two ski jumps, a big one and a little one. So there we are by one of them. Little one, I think. Still pretty big anyhow. So there for a moment, the cloud has lifted. You can't quite see Harkins Hall, it's just about visible. But for a moment, I can see down to the bottom of the ski jump. There's the two slopes, side by side. As I'm going down, I heard a jumper coming down the slope, so I got my camera quickly and just flashed him in the air as he took off past me. Down into the darkness. Immense. Harkins Hall, Barbara had been waiting for 2 hours for me whilst I did all that, climbing up those steps and getting soaked. But there, back inside the hall, there were some youngsters, some quite young ones indeed, climbing on the wall. All roped up, of course. Barbara had to shake hands with the moving men. Well, they got their hands held out as well. Through Lillehammer, there's those trolls again. Trolls everywhere. I think they're lovely. From Lillehammer, we got the 1610 train to Oslo, arriving in 1855. Low mist and rain all the way. Passing Lake Mjosa for about 50 miles. We got a taxi to the Hotel Continental, room 810. So this is our balcony at the top of the Hotel Continental at Oslo. Looking down to the street outside and the harbour. The town hall. Radhus. We've got a ferry across the Big Doy if that's how you say it. And at Big Doy we went to the Viking Ships Museum, and in there are the remains of 3 Viking ships found in the earth from about 1,000 years ago, in a wonderful state of preservation. 2 of them, one of them not so good. And besides the Viking ships, they've got harnesses, chests, carts, all sorts of things. A very hot day indeed, hot and humid, very sticky inside there. The steering oar. Continental where we stayed, right in the middle of Oslo. Ours is one of those balconies up on the right. Next day we got tram out to Frogner Park to see the Gustav Vigeland sculptures in the sculpture park. They're absolutely wonderful living sculptures, and everybody reacting with them and loving them and posing with them. The centrepiece of the park is this column full of writhing bodies, and around it these groups of solid stone statues with people all over them and with them and enjoying them. Expressions on the faces of the statues. Let me try and get that little girl's face and the boy's face. Look at him. What are they doing? What are they doing? So I found this group of girls having a secret about something. And that little boy was being left out. And that little girl is telling him to go away.